Hello. In this short video, I hope to demonstrate how the Opportunity Atlas may be used to explore some of the systemic barriers to upward mobility in the United States. To select a metric to display on the map, first navigate to the italicized Show More Outcomes selection in the left menu widget. Here you will find a number of statistics for children born in each discrete region at age 35. Opportunity Atlas displays data at the transit region, county, and census tract scales, depending on zoom level. In this case, we will select incarceration rate, which displays the fraction of people who grew up in each discrete area who were incarcerated on April 1st, 2010. In this demonstration, I would like to analyze systemic barriers to upward mobility in Minneapolis, Minnesota. One barrier is racial bias in policing and incarceration, which I will examine using the incarceration rate metric in the atlas. In 2018, 46 of 47 people arrested for low-level marijuana sales in Minneapolis were black. Additionally, Census Bureau and City of Minneapolis data shows that while 19% of Minneapolis' population is black, 58% of the subjects of police violence in the city are black, demonstrating significant police bias. To analyze these barriers to upward mobility, we will first examine how Opportunity Atlas displays overall incarceration rates in Minneapolis. Navigate to the widget in the top right corner and select All for parent income, child race, and child gender. As displayed on the map, incarceration rates vary drastically in different census tracts in the city. Before we begin to filter incarceration in the city by race, we must first understand the color scheme and data rescaling that Opportunity Atlas uses, as it may be confusing in interpreting results. To better understand how the Opportunity Atlas handles rescaling data, let's navigate to the Scale Legend widget in the bottom right. When selecting a selected group, this rescales the data to the statistics for the selected income, race, and gender group nationally. Thus, when switching between filters in this color scheme, one must be aware of the automatic shifts in scale that the atlas makes. For example, when shifting between incarceration rate for low-income and high-income residents when in this mode, map visuals seem to indicate similar rates of incarceration. Here we see how the atlas displays incarceration rate for low-income residents. Well, here we see how the atlas displays incarceration rate for high-income residents. Both of these visuals on the map seem to indicate similar rates of incarceration based on color. When looking at the scale widget in the bottom right corner, however, it becomes clear that the data is stretched to match national data for just the groups selected based on income or identity. One may confuse the significance of high-income incarceration with low-income incarceration rates based on visuals alone. It is important to note the quantitative scale seen in the bottom right corner when examining the difference between incarceration rate in high-income residents and low-income residents of each census tract. As we see here, the scale for high-income residents in incarceration rate ranges from less than 1% to 3.5%, displaying 3.5% incarceration rate in a bold red. When data is scaled to low-income residents across the United States, areas with 5 to greater than 8% incarceration rate are shown vibrant red, while the 3.5% shown in harsh red for high-income residents is displayed as a more moderate yellow. In order to avoid confusion in visualization, I will make sure to select the Everyone scaling scheme. This stretches the data to include people of all incomes and identities nationally, and maintains this scale when switching between high and low income residents. All right, now that we're ready, let's begin analyzing some data.